guys, welcome to the womb, and I'm going to be doing a series it's just an astrology series. I don't know why I was trying to complex things, but astrology series, just doing astrology explained, I guess, some stuff like that. I don't know, but today's topic that we're going to be doing is retrogrades. So this is Retrogrades Explained. Okay, damn. No, okay. But okay, what a retrograde is basically is when a planet is moving so slow that it appears to be going backwards, and we could just build off of that point right now. Retrograde is a planet moving so slow that it appears to be moving backwards. Yeah,
like that's almost like a metaphor too, as far as
got David B over here.
Hey, but it's like a metaphor too because so that's the astronomy definition of it.
Yeah, sure.
And it's also like if you want to take it further, you can use it to relate to like what actually happens during the retrograde, which is situations in your life based upon the planet and
oh yeah, that's a good point. The retrogrades usually happen in certain planets. Actually, it's a planet thing. The planets be retrograding. It's not like a zodiac thing. It's just the planets being zodiac. So yeah. So the energy itself of just appearing to be moving so slow, it's like that re-energy, because it's just not going your normal pace, but actually going slower than your normal pace. Did you hear something? What?
might have been a door, but I don't think it was this.
Okay. Yeah. It's going so slow. So just that energy itself off just correlating it to life and how to do the energy of retrograde, or if you have like retrogrades in your chart or you're experiencing a retrograde, you think of the analogy of just going slower at a slower pace. And it's kind of it kind of gives the energy of being able to take your time in that energy. So if you do have like I don't know, let's do Mercury because that's like more common. It's probably like, people click on retrogrades. That's probably because they heard of a Mercury retrograde. So we'll talk about it like that. So like with Mercury retrogrades and being able to take your time and thinking, analyzing, communication. Is Mercury our planet?
Yeah.
So that's
like Gemini.
That's like information and stuff like that. I know a lot of people do like tech stuff. They say tech it start messing up and stuff like that. But just think about it. That energy in your life of like communicating and thinking and using tech or analyzing something, you get to actually just stop and go slower. So it's like
basically, yeah, stop and go slower because what's happening is it is an energy of so the whole retrograde, what it even means is like rethinking, having to reanalyze before you go forward with stuff. So it could even come down to you know, having to take more time to make sure that, and you know, a lot of people also like common thing is for people to be like, oh, you know, this is like past people coming back, but a lot of times it's not even so much that, it's just like familiar type energy. So say Mercury retrograde, for instance, it'll be maybe something that was a discussion in the past, or a certain
That's like
energy.
the re energy.
Yeah, having to revisit something, rethink it, redo it,
Yeah.
reassess what happened back then, and use that as a reference for, like, a retrograde is almost like an opportunity to change directions as well. So, you know, it's kind of like when you slow down, it gives you enough time to kind of change direction. So if you are experiencing something that you did previously in this moment, this new moment, because you're in the present, but you're experiencing the retrograde, it's like this is kind of like you having a chance or opportunity to analyze what happened back then and then relate it to where you actually want to go now in the present. And this is where you can actually use a retrograde for you know, your own benefit. A lot of times retrogrades happen and people mess up because they end up doing the same thing, the same mistake.
Yeah. And also, like, if you have like damn, I'm gonna come back because I gotta use myself. Okay, guys, so I have a retrograde in Saturn, and Saturn is that's crazy. Okay, you do astrology. That's good. You hear, because I'm into astrology, but I don't know. I just don't be. I can say the basics, but I feel like it's way deeper than just like old foundations. I don't know. Like
you be knowing. She be knowing.
I do know, but
so
it's the words.
Basically, like, so she's talking about a Saturn retrograde in her natal chart.
No, just explain Saturn at that point.
Oh, just explain Saturn.
Yeah,
so Saturn is like structure, reality, how we put together reality. Things that pop up in our life as restrictions and difficulties that force us to come.
Oh, boundaries, restrictions. Yeah. Saturn is like that. It's like one of the last planets because it's like that wall. You know, like you walking, then you hit the wall.
Yep.
But yeah, it's like those boundaries and restrictions, like how far you can go. I don't know.
Yeah, real life lessons, because it's always something that's going to push you to develop a new way to kind of like elevate, in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to have to go through this, put in the work.
Exactly. So that tastes like alcohol. Okay, but yeah, I got Saturn in retrograde, so that's like the energy of me. I don't want to say that I have to always be in an energy of moving slow when it comes to. Is Saturn like longevity type energy too, or like
what you working on? Long term
stuff you have to how far you know.
Yeah, how far you can go. That's good with point A to point B.
I'm trying to think about how that would work out for me.
Well, you can use the sign.
I don't know what my sign is.
Aries. Yeah. So like,
I'm over here. See, maybe I do need the right.
Yeah. Oh yeah, cool with the week.
Or maybe this is just how I teach. Maybe this is just how I teach. We figure it out together, you know?
Exactly. But yeah, you can use
the thinking. We're thinking about it, and we're gonna make the world around it and figure it out, and you know, put the lights together and shine it, figure out what the sun gonna be like and stuff, and then do it together, because you know. But yeah.
Real talk. Man. Using that Aries energy, like.
Yeah, Saturn and Aries, it's like basically when it comes to if I'm gonna use the how far I can go analogy, when it comes to dang, that sounds a little bit too deep, like okay. But like I guess like doing like impulsive things, or just being like sparking something new, like, you know, like the switch up.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like a fire sign, so it's like, you know, new expressions and stuff. It's like only so far you can go, but that's also the energy that is, I don't know, like, I don't even know what I'm even talking about.
No, you was getting
because this ain't even retrograde.
But you was getting to the point because you was saying, because you was talking about Aries and Saturn,
Yeah.
so we was talking about kind of the difference between that energy in general. It's because of the astrology. I'd be like, because that'd be important stuff, low key, because it give context. Because you can go into how the retrograde.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't know.
But
my brain moves fast, so when I get to like talking slow, I'll be thinking like this is taking a long time. But it's probably not taking a long time. It's only been 4 minutes. Yeah. So my bad. But this is what happens. This is how my videos go. That's what I do, I guess.
You got the first 4-hour video.
Yeah. But I guess it could be a 4-hour video. It's crazy.
It get deep because, like, you know.
Yeah. Retrogrades. Because let me be doing it in my head.
Yeah.
Let me be doing it in my head. Then shut the hole.
Straight up.
And dropped every bomb. Blew everybody up. No thoughts, no feelings standing out.
But you take that Aries energy, you give it to Saturn, which is about, like you were saying, how far you can go. That's kind of like that square between the two, because one wants to spark new things, and in Saturn itself wants to do things long term. So that energy is how it mesh, but in retrograde form. So in your life, it'll be certain things. It's like having to rethink before you act on Saturn and Aries. Being impulsive about something that might be long term. That's the moments where,
or knowing like it's only so far you can go. Like it is like a
door when to stop.
You can't, you know, like you have to place restrictions, and like that's just the energy of, you know, like, you know, where you just have to be more, I don't know, because Saturn likes Capricorn and Aquarius. So it's like, you have to be more thoughtful on, like, how would I be seen? Or what, I guess, unique reason, I don't know. Anyways.
The status of it, because, like,
I was trying to get Aquarius in there. But, yeah.
Well, like, Aquarius would be, how you work with your network, which is important.
Yeah, is it
associated?
Is it associable? Like,
yeah.
Is it, you know, because Aquarius kind of pose Leo. Is it like something that people can get and see, and you know, like, is it like that type of energy? So it's, you know, like Saturn, how you look, because, you know, you are in the world, so you know, people are gonna perceive you.
Yeah. So. And it's like whatever you put that much time and effort into and build for yourself.
Yeah, and it's like with that being in retrograde, for me personally, how I do like my Saturn energy, I could say it is like Aries. I don't know what we be doing. You know, I don't know. It's like a doing what you want kind of energy. Trying something new energy. Let's express this way, or right here. Let's express this way. Let's try this way or something. And it's like with Saturn there, it kind of puts you into like one character, kind of. So you kind of, then retrograde is like, okay, I don't know. Maybe it helps the Aries energy kind of slow down, because it can move so fast, but it is very creative and still unique. So, you know, I think Aquarius and Aries do something sextile. And Capricorn, so I don't know, that's so square, but but yeah, hopefully that makes sense. But retrograde, basically you just gotta slow down, because for me, I don't know. I do got an Aries South Node, so I'm like, oh, it's kind of easy to just, let me do this way of like this new path and this new way of creating long-term things or whatever. Yeah, situations are like, I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out too, but I don't know. I don't know. It's like one of those magic tricks that I do, and it's like a weird magic trick because it probably throws people all the way off, and it's like complete opposite of what I mean. But but yeah, it works for me because it's like lighten the load. It lightens the load on me. It just say, oh, I don't know. And then I'm not like responsible for saying the right thing no more, So it's, I don't know. It's something like that. It's something like that. Yeah. But yeah. What you got? Retrogrades. Yeah.
I'm just thinking about that. Like, I don't know, because I'm like, that is a good tool, though. Like, to refresh yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like your love, like, dang. Because sometimes it just come out. You just be like, I don't know. And wait, like, that might be coming out for a reason.
It's almost like the energy of just like, like when you hit the rock bottom.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just like you get to start. It's nowhere else to go. But, so it's like, shoot. But yeah, it's just like nothing. Nothing but up now.
Retrogrades, like people, they have a lot of bad. Like people start to act weird about it when they come around, but all it means is just taking a little more time to pay attention to your present and kind of seeing again when things remind you of past situations. It's like you just have to be aware and like notice when something's replaying, knowing when something is like coming back up, and then choosing to do what you truly want to do. Yeah,
and stuff is actually quick.
Yeah.
Situations be quick. It might be slight. You may not even be getting hit with it for real, or it may be something just so simple in your life. Because a lot of the times when you are, like, say you are this planet that appears to be moving so slow that you're going backwards. Say you are in a situation where you walking and you stop and you turn around or you just stop. Like, what are all the reasons for you to be walking and you stop?
Mm-hmm.
You maybe see something, or you looking back, like you going somewhere, but you stop. So it could play out, and it could be a lot of reasons, but it's just like,
And that's what they also say. You hit it. That's also why they say it's not a good time to do things like start new things with new people, or like jump into new things. Now, you could do whatever you want at whatever time, but the thing is, during this time period, it's just, again, your choices at the moment, if you're not aware, could be you jumping right back into something that you didn't want to be in the first place, like something that in the past you already know the result. So in this present moment, it's like, okay, is that really what you want to jump back into? And when you just in a space of, let me start this, let me jump into this, it's like you could just make a mistake thinking that something is new, but it's really just the past in disguise.
Right. And that's also like the thing, like, you walk in and it gives you the opportunity to it's like you get to be in that space of, like, is this the right way?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Like, are you, get to just sit and chill and, say, shit, drunk. We both drunk.
Both, yeah. Both.
Oh, shit.
That's my fault.
Anyways, what that mean? Not what I was supposed to say. Oh, okay. But I forgot what I was saying.
You saying?
Walking on a path or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Puts you in space.
Oh, I was saying to think of it like a planet, another planet.
Mm-hmm.
Mercury, Venus, a retrograde Venus.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's like I think I know Venus a little bit. That's like the stuff you appreciate, kind of like the things people can appreciate from you, or like stuff that, yeah, stuff like that. And if you put that in a retrograde type vibe of just having a
yeah. Your value system and the thing.
Oh
like,
yeah, the values.
So seeing yourself and like.
Yeah, because I guess it's what I explained.
Yeah.
That one. This other stuff, your values and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Appreciate values.
And it's like it calls you to ask yourself if you value yourself, or are you properly valuing
right towards
different things, and it's like relating to. So
yeah, things you have.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because that's what you care about to get.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. These wants. And also pleasures, so things that you might be doing too much of.
And you have to think about why you are retrograded, because it's like, okay, because to have that in your chart is different, because it's like it's just always there, and it ain't like it's like okay, oh, it's in it now and then it's out, but it's like, why is this here forever? Like, what does that mean? Like, at what point am I not rethinking what's gonna be right? What's the right move at that point? Like, am I always changing up? Like, I'm confused.
Yeah.
So we finna figure out retrograde in your chart.
We're gonna figure it out. Cause like I got a retrograde of Mars, so a lot of times it's like so Mars deals with passions, frustrations, things that motivate you. Taking things, yeah.
Mars is like the energy of take. I know, like Venus is give, Mars is like take. Taking
things. So, and that could be just the result. Like, cause think about when you are in those situations of frustration. This is you, like kind of like the energy of burning bridges. Doesn't always have to be like that, but to express Mars is to kind of put out a certain energy, to put out a force, and that creates a change in the environment. So it's kind of like, but just going into Mars being retrograde again, having to slow down with either things that do frustrate me or frustrated situations going
on. Okay, that makes sense. Cause it's like, with Saturn with Aries, it's like Saturn and Aries is like, okay, you walk in it and you stop. So that's just like, okay, so how it plays out like in a chart of like, it's always there. It just means that's just the energy that you do have to just, slow down and walk, because it's in retrograde. So when you are doing that energy, just stop and make sure you, stuff like that, I guess. So with me, it's like when I am making like decisions that's more, Saturn restrictive stuff. Like, you finna do some financial changing, some status changing, finna change your network type stuff. So that type stuff is like retrograde. You gotta move so slow that you appear to be going backwards, but in the energy, but it's like that type stuff.
But
so
that's how you go move forward.
Yeah, but it's not always like switching up, because I know I was earlier, I'm like, so you gotta always switch up, but it's not always switch up. It's just like, that's just how I do that energy. Like, that's just retrograde is where you just get to move slow, apparently.
And it's like you have to kind of decide if the switch up is necessary, because it's like if your past result was giving you something,
right,
you gotta
and
be
you,
like, oh,
yeah,
it makes sense for me to
yeah,
do it different this time because that time wasn't working or it didn't produce a result
right.
that felt good to me.
And
'Cause
that
it's
helps
like,
you with your retrogrades. It's like
yeah,
either you always deciding to stay the same, or
mm-hmm.
you deciding to just try something
Yeah,
else. You know?
grow and like the whole principle of, well, that I'm talking about Saturn, but I guess
Yeah.
the point of a retrograde though
Saturn.
is,
Oh
yeah, for Saturn specifically, it's like, long term things, like you
yeah.
get the desired result. But I mean, whatever planet it is, that's what you're going back and forth on. So you're stopping in the area of, that's kind of what
Or
you said
not even
earlier.
going back and forth. It's just moving slow.
Yeah, just moving slow.
Just
Yeah.
you know,
Take your time.
moving slow. You know.
Yeah.
And it's not even like going backwards, but maybe just at this point every step is more slower, so it's like,
But it's
I
like
guess it's moving slow,
that tortoise in the air story,
yeah,
where it's like you moving correctly though, like you're taking your time to know that it becomes more intentional.
so with Venus it'll be like the things you appreciate, just when you have it in retrograde, you gotta be slow to appreciate stuff. You gotta take your time getting the things that you want. Don't try to rush or change up too quick or whatever. Retrograde. You got retrograde in Venus, like whatever you don't got that you trying to get, just like
ask yourself,
just
what do
slow
I
down
about that? Or why do I need that? Or like, why do I feel like I want that?
The things you into, like just
checking like all the people I'm valuing me. Is there equal exchange? Like, am I getting my worth, my end of the stick? You know what I'm saying? My balance.
The Libra side of Venus is relatable. Oh yeah, regardless, you got to be receiving. I don't think that it could be in a relatable energy if it's not like receiving, because they got to be fair. So it's not relatable even if you the only one who like it. Like the other side gotta like you regardless.
The whole
it's not relatable.
Compromising.
Yeah,
it's like
that's
both ends gotta agree.
Yeah, but what's another planet? Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter. You got retrograde Jupiter. That's like experiences and stuff, like stuff you actually, situations you decide to put yourself into, the places you decide to go. You gotta make it make sense. Like you can't be, I mean, I don't know. Actually, like retrograde, it's
really like the meaning of those situations. So like rethinking the meaning you gave to something you went through. So it'd be like, if you went through something, right? You like, yeah, I went to the store, I stepped on a crack, and I tripped, and I lost my money. So you like the
and I
meaning.
broke my mom back.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I took y'all to a different place. But you go through something like that, you derive the meaning of it, and you say, you know what, I did that because I had a pair of the wrong shoes on, Or you say instead, you be like, oh, I did that because somebody was hating on me when I was walking down the street, and it's like the whole time, that's the meaning you derive from that, right? So you take that, and now you going out in your life, putting out an energy based on,
and you realize you just got the new job you want, and now it's a good experience. But then one day you decide, I'm not finna do that no more, and I just stepped on a crack. And what happened at the first story? The bad stuff happened. And then you start living that life again. So that's like, okay, I gotta, remember Jupiter in retrograde. I gotta, have better reasonings for my experiences.
Exactly.
So you just gotta make sure you just, I don't know. Did that make sense? I guess that's
yeah.
just Jupiter energy.
Yeah.
But all of this is kind of like Jupiter energy. So I'm like, is that what we've been saying about everything? Like you just gotta redo it or something like. But that's retrograde.
Yeah,
energy.
that's
so
the
I guess all this energy is just redoing. So that's why it all sounds the same. Cause I'm like, can we switch up? Look.
Yeah, but we're going through the planets. It's a different thing we redoing because it's not thinking. It's not analyzing or communicating like Mercury. This time it's
we gotta do that one over too. Because I had that space. I was in the space. Mm-hmm. But yeah, Jupiter like that.
Yeah, Jupiter is like the meaning of whatever it is that you going through. Like so, you have to stop and just don't go it's almost like a balance thing because it's certain situations it is going to be something that's maybe a little more spiritual, like a little more about the energy you was in, the thought form you was in, blah blah blah. But there's other situations where it's like it might be something more in reality, like it was you not focused on the right thing, or you're not paying attention to something. So it's like figuring out, or again slowing down on like the meaning of something you're going through, the experiences you're going through, and what wisdom you bringing from it.
Yeah.
And the places you go.
Yeah, like the places you go, like not being too quick to just do stuff. Like you gotta make sure you add in what you used to do and how it used to work for you. Mm-hmm. That's a good energy to think about, like used to. Mm-hmm. Like when you think of retrograde, it's like with Venus, like I used to appreciate this. Mm-hmm. Do I still appreciate it? Yeah.
What happened when I did?
So it's like, I got retrograde in this energy. I used to do this.
Yeah. How did that go?
I used to do that. But yeah. So with Mercury again, that's the communicating and stuff. Mm-hmm. And just I don't know why they be talking about tech. They be like, oh, my bank account.
Mm-hmm. It just be like,
I'm trying to see like why they play out like that.
But it's like I think because Mercury is also like exchange of information. I feel like
it's the information.
So like anything tech is exchanging information.
Yeah, it's like intellectual property, and it's like maybe they gotta re-up their design. They gotta rethink something ain't work, and then it's like they just getting showed that, or just with you, like maybe it didn't work at a time you was finna buy something. It's like I'm trying to show you that you bought that last time, and so. It's just like intellect. It comes in ways, since it is that Mercury, it comes in ways to where it like triggers it put thoughts on your mind anyways. I'm talking about anyways, I don't know where. But it's like like it works with that. Like that's the air stuff, like, that mind stuff. Like it put thoughts on your mind and stuff like that. I don't know.
And so Mercury, Mars, Venus, Jupiter, Saturn.
I got a Uranus retrograde too.
Oh yeah. Uranus, I think. Oh no, it's a Pluto retrograde we're going through. But Uranus be like.
Uranus rules Aquarius.
Uranus be like changes.
Yeah.
So bigger
rebellion.
Bigger things, you needed to change, like things that's like creating, because even Uranus being a generational planet, it's more like stuff you really been doing for a while now, and it's time to change or like rebel against or like go against. So you gotta be like.
So Uranus not quick. It's not no quick changes.
It is quick. Yeah, it is quick. It's like.
What's the rebellion? Is it like rebellion against like just going against
the fixed thought? So like something like a fixed thought.
Oh, it just plays out like that because your thought is your thought, and it's just it's not gonna fit everything. So it just plays out as rebellion because it's like. And that's fits, like you say. It's just like that's rebellion because it's like you just doing what you want to do.
Exactly. And
that's crazy.
You need to change. And it's like to change, you have to literally go to war with that fixed thought within yourself. So it's like boom, and then that's that quickness.
I could see that being in your retrograde for me.
Yeah.
And I think my Uranus is in Aquarius.
Wow.
In retrograde.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Really? Dang.
Wait, I got Uranus and Neptune by agent. Yeah, it is. Because I knew it was some, because Uranus rule Aquarius. I was like, one of them in a ruler. And then the other one is ascendant, or conjunct in my ascendant, and it's Neptune. So, and that's Capricorn.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I'm going to edit this part out. Cause, no, I'm just playing. I might do a little something.
Yeah.
Well, I could see it in the video, you know.
Cool. Yeah.
But
Pluto was like big changes too, or transformations.
Well, we ain't do Aquarius. I mean, yeah, Uranus like that. But yeah, just things that you decided to have a fixed idea about, because fixed idea is crazy. Because ideas and light is perspective. And it's like, how dare you have a fixed perspective on something? Like, ain't that crazy? But I get it because, you know, but that's kind of crazy now that I think about it. But yeah. But like when you in like that rebellion stage or finna be, rebellion is just doing what you want basically. Because like, that's like the energy. Yeah. Because it's like, it have to be something to rebel against anyways.
Yeah,
exactly. You know? Yeah. You gotta think about used to.
Yeah.
Like when I used to go against stuff, how did it play out against you, for you? Or, you know, how did it play out for you? Yeah. How did, you know? And I feel like having retrograde energy is good because it's like easy blueprint. Because it's like, damn, I just get to do what I used to do. You get to live and experience, and then you can see if it worked, and then you can just be like, if you don't know at the moment, just do what you used to do. That did work.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah, probably I think people don't know what used to work. People like that.
Yeah, that's why you gotta pay attention. Get your 4, 5, 6 right.
Yeah, you gotta pay attention.
Yeah. Pay attention to the thoughts and the feelings that leads to good experiences for you. It'll work. Be that simple. But yeah, I think I hit mostly all the topics I was talking about in my head when I wanted to do this one first.
It's good. How the time is it?
30 minutes.
Yeah. And we had the other part too.
Yeah, but retrogrades, just to sum it up. Did we even hit the re-energy? Because that was just the moving slow part.
Yeah.
But retrograde, if we want to talk about how they designed the word, and it's like rethink.
Yeah.
Grade, I don't know what grade is. The grade is like
coloring experience.
Yeah, you know, like that color stuff. Like, what grade is it? Oh, it's this color. What experience? Rethink your experience. Yeah, but you know, yeah, just you know, go think of that used to. That helped us today. You know, so used to. You think of retrograde, just think of used to. And yeah, and Mercury retrogrades, because I know y'all love that one. Let me see if I can help y'all. What we come up with Mercury retrograde?
Rethinking.
Yeah.
Analyzing.
Information, because I think information is a big thing in the world. Communication is too, because I think a lot of y'all. Oh, that's probably why y'all be like people come back. Because it's communication. It's like, it's not so much people, because if you think about what people are, it's like walking thoughts. Everybody is like a walking thought. You know, just like you have a lot of thoughts in your head, and you like, they come and go. That's why so many people here, they come and go. So, you know.
How many people you see on a day-to-day basis?
Yeah, watch what thoughts you keep around. It's that simple. But Mercury retrograde is just like that, you know. Used to talk, used to, and then it's like you got to think about what happened. Like we say all this time, what we saying, was it a good experience or not? life be that simple. What's the like technology? They be like, my card went out.
Yeah, technology problems and time.
I don't know, like,
Yeah,
I don't know. Like, I don't know. I feel like y'all probably manifest that stuff on y'all own.
exactly. That's all.
Because I don't know if I feel like one time I was in that space. I feel like I've been in that space before. Where something happened and it was like a Mercury retrograde. But it's always a Mercury retrograde for some reason.
Yeah.
That one happens a lot.
But it's like, because, I mean, it's just the extremes that people go, because people will blame every little inconvenience on it. But that's what Mercury kind of does. It creates like that like disruptive energy. So you're using this technology. It's just like the information you might be exchanging on it.
Yeah.
You know what you look using it for. It's just like those types of things you might experience, like bugs. You using a phone to talk to people, so like you're gonna experience like a disruption in your ability to exchange the information or receive it.
And I know now people talk about a lot of retrogrades, and people like that's something that's like people say they be like, oh yeah, it's retrograde time. So everything in retrograde.
Yeah, that's
that I just feels like it causes a lot of friction when you are going 180 miles and you hit the brakes to the stop.
Yeah.
Like your car is going to flip over. So it causes friction because a lot of people don't stop. So everybody's flipping over. So I guess that's why it could be like a lot of energy, because stuff flips over during retrogrades because people don't stop.
Yeah.
So I guess that's what that fits. Just
and people don't
stop.
Consider the fact that, like, you know, you thinking, man, I got on my phone to do this, and it's like your phone stopped you from sending a message or sending something, but you don't consider it like a good thing. Like, well, maybe I needed to stop. Like, maybe I needed to pause, and that really be the disruptions. Maybe even helping you.
And it be small stuff. It ain't like everything in your life just stopping, and then you gotta stop everything because every planet. Like sometimes, like it's different. Like retrogrades don't always, you know, because everybody got their little magic going on, and you know some stuff just don't affect everybody. You know that's why you could eat plastic. And she can eat baking soda, and it's like they be like everybody just be. So it's like it's just some stuff like it could be like that message, like you just can't send a message, like gosh, you can't send it today.
Try and get on Twitter. I can't get on Twitter.
You can't do it today.
I try to go to the store. Your car might not.
And it'd be crazy because it probably do be. I feel like it'd been a retrograde and Twitter stopped working or something, and people go to Instagram and talk about how to just stop. Like stop talking like Twitter. Like just stop. Like we want to like
y'all really wasting y'all experience because. It could be some real thing that you had to pay attention to.
Right, you just in real life.
What everybody talk about.
You gotta run into Instagram.
Yeah.
You don't even be on Instagram. Ain't nothing on Instagram. You scrolling through For You. Like.
Trying to find something.
That's crazy.
Trying to go through reels. Crazy. Lost in reels.
Because they know ain't nothing on the internet. That's why they created this stuff. Because that's what we be on.
Yeah.
Because it really be nothing on the internet. Because we know everything is lame. So that's why they got these creators working double time to try to entertain us.
Content creators.
Y'all working double time to entertain us. Y'all making videos every day.
Every day, 3 times a day. Post 3 times a day for the algorithm.
Ooh, we so hyper brained out these days.
Shit bugged out.
This video be 40 minutes long. Y'all watch. No, I'm just sitting at home and not just playing.
Exactly. Sitting on the couch.
We go IRL. It didn't one day. I don't know.
Yeah, day to life.
Yeah. No, IRL. I know that's something. Yeah. I said we go IRL one day.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is what we do.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Great.
Yeah, retrograde. Stop. Yeah, we just stopping. You know, like when your card don't work, you can't spend your money. Like just have a different perspective over what's going on during the experience. And, you know, just
accept the slowness and just like, oh wait, hold up.
Yeah.
Because most people just get mad and then they force themselves to do
Yeah,
something.
you flip over at that point. You doing 180, you gotta
you gotta get this. So you go get to work faster.
Yeah.
Then you hit that brake.
Yeah. Catch the flow.
Yeah, you ain't going nowhere.
Yeah. I think that. What else they be saying about retrogrades that help the people?
I think we hit it all. I think that's about it.
What else?
That was a good analogy. It breaks.
Yeah, hopefully, yeah.
But yeah. I think that's everything.
Yep, yeah, because like y'all could comment and let me know.
Yeah, y'all retrograde planets, so we could.
Yeah, or let me know any questions. If I elaborate, are you still confused? Like,
yeah,
because confusion is good. I actually like confusion. That's like you know, it's a good spot to be in if you think about it.
Yeah. Force you to
figure out. You know, like damn, that don't make sense.
Yeah.
Because it's like, why don't it make sense? So, no, maybe it's me. Maybe. Maybe.
Why don't it make sense? Good question.
But, yeah, take that if it helps, but I don't know.
Yeah. Young and free, no, you don't owe me shit. You can catch me on the flip, subconscious ride the wheel. Back to my home planet, yeah. The world is a blank canvas. I'm painting it with the trend.